Well, hello, good evening. This is February 22nd, 2025, Lincoln, Nebraska. My name is Cimfel. I'm recording this speech in concern for Nebraskans. I have bad teeth and bad speech, so please be patient with me. Good evening, fellow Nebraskans, distinguished guests, and colleagues in public service. It is an honor to stand before you today to discuss a topic that is shaping the future of our nation and our state: the role of modern semiconductor devices in our lives and our economic implications of this rapidly evolving industry. It is an honor to stand before you today to discuss a topic that is shaping the future of our nation and our state: the role of modern semiconductor devices in our lives and the economic implications of this rapidly evolving industry. Semiconductors are the backbone of the modern world, from the smartphones in our pockets to the advanced medical equipment saving lives. For the vehicles we drive to the infrastructure powering our cities, these tiny chips are everywhere. They are unsung heroes of the digital age, enabling innovation, connectivity, and progress. But with great power comes great responsibility and, unfortunately, great challenges. Today I want to address two critical concerns related to semiconductors: their impact on national security and economic stability, and the ethical economic implications of wealth generated by this industry. In other words, money. Semiconductors are not just a technological marvel, they are a strategic resource. The global supply chain for these devices is highly concentrated, with significant portion of production occurring in a handful of countries. This concentration poses a risk to our national security and economic stability. Imagine a scenario where the supply of semiconductors is disrupted, whether by geopolitical tensions, natural disasters, or other crises. The consequences would be catastrophic. Our military systems, critical infrastructure, and everyday technologies would be at risk. This is not just hypothetical. We've seen glimpses of this vulnerability during recent global chip shortage, which disrupted industries from automobiles to healthcare. Here in Nebraska, we may not manufacture semiconductors, but we rely on them just as much as any other state. Our farmers depend on precision agriculture technologies powered by these chips. Our small businesses rely on digital tools to compete in a global marketplace. And our families depend on the connectivity and convenience that semiconductors provide. We must advocate for policies that strengthen domestic semiconductor production and diversity of global supply chain. The CHIPS and Science Act, passed by Congress in 2022, is a step in the right direction, but we must ensure the implementation benefits all Americans, including those in rural states like Nebraska. The semiconductor industry is a multi-billion-dollar global enterprise. Companies at the forefront of this industry have amassed enormous amounts of wealth, and their innovation have transformed the world. But we must ask ourselves, how is this wealth distributed? Who benefits and who is left behind? While the industry has created jobs and driven economic growth, it has contributed to income inequality and environmental degradation. The production of semiconductors requires significant resources, including water and energy, and involves hazardous materials. We must hold companies accountable for their environmental impact, ensure the communities hosting these facilities are not disproportionately burdened. Moreover, the wealth generated by this country must be reinvested in ways that benefit society as a whole. This includes funding, education, and workforce development programs to prepare the next generation for careers in technology. Here in Nebraska, we have an opportunity to partner with industry leaders to create pathways for our students to enter this high-demanding field. By doing so, we can ensure that our state remains competitive in the 21st century economy. As we look To the future, we must approach these challenges and opportunities presented by semiconductors with a sense of urgency and responsibility. We must advocate for policies that protect our national security, promote economic stability, and ensure the benefits of this industry are shared equitably. But we cannot do this alone. It will require collaboration between government, industry, and academia. It will require innovation, investment, and commitment to ethical leadership. And it will require us to think not just about the next quarter or the next election, but the next generation. Nebraska has always been a state of pioneers, of hardworking men and women who rise to the challenge of their time. Today we face a new frontier, one defined by technology and global interconnectedness. Let us meet this moment with the same determination and ingenuity that have always defined us. Together, we can build a future where the power of semiconductors is harnessed for the greater good and a future of innovation with prosperity, security, and opportunity for all. Thank you, and may we continue to work together for the betterment of our great state, Nebraska, and our nation, America. God bless Nebraska, and God bless the United States. Thank you, and have a good evening.